What's up, George Nation? I had a request. Somebody asked to show a video of the diet, so I'm gonna do that. About to go buy some groceries. I've ran out, so I meant to start off with like a breakfast thing, but it's like 3 p.m. I need to get groceries first. So let's go. So this is my first time recording in the car for for this shot specifically. So if it turns out a little weird, oh my goodness, it's swaying already. All right, I'll try my best to drive carefully. All right, so as you guys may or may not know, I'm on a cut right now. I've been cutting for about 4 weeks at this point, and I take a little bit of a looser approach when it comes to cutting. I don't enjoy being on a strict meal plan. The only thing I will really set is like calories and my macros, and everything else like food choice, food selection, I wing it. I leave it up to how I feel that day. That being said, I make sure to hit 2 things consistently. I will always hit my protein and I will always hit my calories. Fats, I like to keep a minimum of 50 grams just so that like hormones and everything do their thing. Nothing goes too crazy. And then carbs, right now I'm on like 88 grams of carbs, I believe. I'm on a 1,500 calorie a day cut. So I think I'm at like 80 grams of carbs. Most of that I eat right before working out. So like my pre-workout meal is where all my carbs go, and then the rest is just fats and protein throughout the day. I like to keep most of my fats at night so that I can actually feel satiated, a lot more full, and then it helps me to sleep better. Gonna speak on some food selection here. So like, if you struggle with satiety on your diet, get veggies, man. Like the calorie to volume ratio on vegetables is insane. So like carrots, cabbage, lettuce. I love spinach, but spinach will disintegrate into nothing if you're cooking it, so just be mindful of that. Soups are great. Get a big thing of chicken broth or chicken stock. Man, make a big old soup at the end of the night. It's amazing. It helps me sleep so good. Shirataki noodles are like 10 calories or 20 calories for a pack. Those are perfect for cutting if you want the like feeling of eating noodles, or like if you want carbs, like you want a starch, get potatoes. Potatoes are like the best satiety to calorie like starch, you know. I get the like want to eat certain foods, you know, it's hard, especially if this is like your first diet or you're just getting into fitness, you know. It sucks not eating the foods that you want to eat, but you got to think of it from a mindset of what is this food gonna do for me? Start eating more as a tool and not as a thing to enjoy, you know. Like, you can certainly still enjoy your food on a cut. Like, I love my food on my cut. I don't have a strict diet plan. Like, you guys will see, I eat whatever fits in my macros, but I just am smart about it. I'm not gonna eat like a donut, right? Like, oh, I need to get some fats and carbs, I'm gonna eat a donut. Fuck no, I'm gonna be hungry at the end of the night. You know, I'm out of calories. Like, if I need fats and carbs, shoot, I'll do like some durum wheat. I love doing durum wheat. Durum wheat and some little bit of butter, and then throw that in with a protein at the end of the night, you know? It's solid. If I need like a protein thing in the morning, right? I don't like drinking my protein. Like, protein shakes are cool. They're very useful tools, but I love eggs. I get cartons of liquid egg, and I'll just eat 350 grams-ish in the morning. And then right before I hit the gym, I'll do a little bit of protein and wheat, durum wheat, and a protein of my choice, usually egg white, just to get those carbs and a little bit of protein to carry me through my workout. But you guys will see. When I get my groceries, I'll like show them to the camera. It's all gonna be stuff that are like good calorie to volume ratio, stuff that will keep me full. Some things might be out of stock. I wish I could film in the actual store, but I shop up at the commissary because I'm a disabled vet. So like You know, got to save myself some money. I can't record inside the store, but I'll show you guys the rest of the process of what I eat throughout the day. I actually haven't eaten today, which is rare. I usually eat like protein for breakfast. I was lazy and I didn't go shopping yesterday, so, you know. But yeah, I'm about to go shopping, go up on base, put the camera away, and I'll see you guys after I'm done shopping. All right, just finished up shopping, back in my room now, and I'm going to show you guys a couple of the things that I like to buy when I'm going out and shopping and doing my grocery list. First up is my meat. I like 99% lean ground turkey. The macros are great, it tastes good, especially if you add a little bit of fat to it. The reason I get it is because it's almost entirely protein. There's a little bit of fat in there, which you do need in your diet, but I prefer to control the amount of fat per meal, so I'll add in fat of my own as I'm cooking. All right, next up, we got ricotta cheese. I like whole milk ricotta cheese. You can go part skim milk ricotta. I prefer whole milk because there's a little bit more fat to it, which I find hard to get into my diet. And I like to use this to make sauces, creamy foods, or even just using it as a spread. It's super versatile. And on the topic of fats, I got this stuff. It's basically vegetable oil. It's vegetable oil in like a little tube that I can squeeze out. You could just do vegetable oil, but some kind of fat so that I can control the amount of fat that I'm eating per meal. And then just make sure that my daily fat intake is consistent and like at the appropriate levels. My second protein of choice is liquid egg product. I love liquid egg. Liquid egg is so easy. I don't have to crack a bunch of eggs, make a big mess. Just put it on my scale, pour it in, and then measure everything out. This is my breakfast. My breakfast, lunch, and like sometimes after dinner. Like if I'm up late, like 4 hours plus after dinner, I'll eat some liquid egg just to get a little protein boost. The macros on this are phenomenal. It's literally just protein. If you want a little bit of fat with it, add in some oil or butter or honestly some ricotta cheese as you're finishing up your eggs. Just a little dollop of cheese on there and then like mix it real fast. Super solid. I like making soups. I make soups with like I'll make a big vegetable soup on days where I'm just feeling hungry, I'm getting really cravey. So I always keep chicken broth. Unsalted chicken broth is super goated. You can use bouillon. I prefer to use this in combination with bouillon just to get a really, really deep, rich flavor. Hits the spot, it soaks through all the vegetables. This right here, it's perfect. All right, carbs. I like to have two options when it comes to carbs. So, this is my carb of choice, durum wheat. Durum wheat is basically what they make pasta out of. So there's just loose durum wheat. You could use rice. This I like to just throw in my soup. It makes it easy. You can use rice, pasta, something like that. But an easy carb, easy to cook carb that I can throw into my meals. The second option is these bad boys right here. So Rice Krispies. I will use Rice Krispies as a intra-workout little like carb boost. I also use like Gushers or like candies for my like 2 hour plus workouts. I'm talking like brutal leg day. You're just feeling beat. You still have to do cardio. Eat one of these, chill out like 10 minutes, do your cardio. You'll be golden. And yes, it's okay to eat these on a cut. As long as you're not going overboard and just like stuffing your face with calories, you're fine. You can eat anything on a cut, really. It's just a matter of like macros and your calories. There are no good or bad foods, just like the application that you're using the food for, you know. This one is the lifesaver of my diet right here. Shirataki noodles. This stuff right here, it almost has no nutritional value. It's yam flour, calcium hydroxide, and water. For this, 7-ounce serving, counting the water. So once you drain it out, it's like a handful of noodles. It's about 20 calories. So on days where I'm super hungry, like I was saying earlier with my soup, I'll throw these in there so I can have a big pot, a huge pot with just low calories. I also get tofu. Tofu is more like a snack to me. It's higher in carbs, so I don't eat it as often, but I do love tofu as well. A couple of the last things that I'll throw into this video, at least for the like items portion that I would recommend. Diet soda, 0-calorie soda. It can be a soda of your choice. I prefer root beer. I have some Coke Zeros in the back just in case I want to switch it up a little bit. But diet soda is a lifesaver. I'll be cooking and I'll be super hungry. Drink a diet soda while I'm cooking, crack another one afterwards while I'm eating, and I feel way fuller than I would if I was drinking just water or just cooking and eating. Late nights when I want something sweet, I'll crack a diet soda. Really helps out. A lot of people are worried about the chemicals in diet soda. It's not that bad. Chemicals are not bad, inherently bad. Everything is chemicals. Like, you know what I mean? We exist as chemicals. We are chemicals. It's not a bad thing. Next up, beans, just canned beans. They're great for adding volume and a little bit of protein and some carbs to your meals. I like to have these just to switch it up. Since I use ground turkey, sometimes I'll go with a soup. Sometimes I'll use that ricotta cheese to make like a more Alfredo-y type dish. Sometimes I'll make like chili and beans. It's all up to how I feel that day. Canned protein. My canned protein of choice is chicken breast. Taste is all right, especially if you know how to cook it up well. It's great for adding into things. So like, say I had a soup that I was eating. I ate out all the protein, ate out all the veggies, but I still have that like soup stock. Throw in more veggies, throw in some canned chicken, boil it up a little bit. It's good to go. It's a quick dinner meal right there. And then last thing, I like to keep some diced tomatoes, just in case I want to switch up the recipes again, like I said. Everything that I eat is pretty consistent in terms of like my proteins. It's either gonna be egg, chicken chunk, or ground turkey. So switching it up and keeping things fresh and like really wanting to eat my meals really keeps me going. On 1,500 calories a day, it can get rough, so you have to kind of know how to manage your like cravings and stuff like that. Speaking of cravings, last point. When I get extremely cravey, like I'm talking week 12 of your diet, your calories are low, you're doing high, like low intensity, steady state cardio, hitting the gym, you just feel drained, you just want to stuff your face with everything, bro. If you saw like a little kid with a candy bar, you would snatch it out of his hands and eat it, you know what I mean? You might even eat the kid, you know? I don't buy these. I will not buy these if I am feeling super cravey, because I will eat the whole box. I know I will eat the whole box. I can keep it outside the house, like in my car. I will still go outside in the middle of the night and eat the whole box. I've done it before. So in times like those where it's like really, really grindy, I would just stick to like a carb that you have to cook, so that late at night when you're feeling real cravey, you're like, I could crack open a diet soda, or I could cook this like these potatoes or these like this wheat or this pasta. It really makes it harder to actually get up and cheat on your plan. So just a couple of the things that I do.